Hi there, everybody. So apparently, Jordan Peterson let loose the waterworks. He got called king of the incels by some lady, and this made him cry. Now, I'm really hearing about this from third hand sources, but I find this curious because the reason I would be crying is the fact that people are using these terms seriously, engaging with them, using them both as a marker for others and then taking them as a moniker for oneself. I mean, that's what should really be wept about. The fact that we have sunk to such cartoonishly low levels of description of the value of human life, of the complexities of psychology, that even a psychiatrist uses these kinds of terms, whatever the hell his job description is. Very smarty pants, kind of super educated, highly published guy talking about these basically schoolyard taunts as if they're serious concepts. Now, don't get me wrong, schoolyard taunts do often paint pictures of reality, sometimes even more directly and glaringly and accurately than the most refined and nuanced language possible, but at the same time, they do remain schoolyard taunts. And it's just very, very bizarre. Look, the whole concept involuntarily celibate. You are having trouble having nookie or having a relationship because I feel that it's kind of part of the demonization of men these days. That hey, you are only interested in sex and you are very, very bad and you shouldn't gaze lustily and all of these things. And everyone is looking out for lustily behavior of lecherous things. Of course, only from undesirable men, right? But here's the thing, most men, especially these incel types, are probably the more sensitive boys, and they want to form a relationship with women. Now, they get into this corner because people start describing this phenomenon, and then they begin to identify with it. So you're really compounding the problem, and that's what you should be crying about because it's a very, very silly situation. Look, you don't need to go into these paroxysms of self-derision like Jordan Peterson points to, where he's like, you've got to make yourself desirable to women. See, the women have rejected you and they don't have time for you because they're more important. They've got the eggs and they've got to make a baby and evolution and all that. It's like, okay, yes, those are some aspects of what's going on, painted in a very, very stupid way. But at the same time, like, what you should be focusing on is you can reasonably attain a mate or a girlfriend or whatever. It's not going to necessarily last. I mean, heck, Tom Brady can't make his relationships last. So what you really need to do is either be yourself and see how much that gets you, or try to improve in whatever criteria you can, even if it's like perfecting your nerdy hobby and meeting a chick who's really into that. There's more tried and true methods like getting into better shape, etc. But come on, like stop identifying with this and just stop pathologizing everything and being ridiculously just childish. I've been noticing this for a while since grade school, when people would sit there and go ooh at everybody else, or they would just use these really shorthand cutesy things like I can't remember it off the top of my head, but like psi instead of science. It's always bothered me. Just say science. It's not that much longer, and it doesn't kind of have with it this veneer of just casual dismissiveness of, oh well, we're just going to go study some psi. And I'm rambling now, but you think you get the main gist of this. I'm going to have the rest of this coffee, and I hope you all have a great day wherever the day happens to find you. How do I turn this off? Boomer moment.